This home inspection will be taken at 911 Sparky Lane, Sparky Town. The building type is a single family dwelling in a residential apartment building.
Hi, good morning. How are you today? Hi, how are you? My name is Jerome and this is my partner Jayana. We're in your neighborhood today conducting our home fire safety survey. What this is just a fire and life safety awareness checklist where we go into the homes, identify any potential hazards, and make them safe. So we look for things like your smoke alarm, make sure they're up to date and everything's working properly. If it's okay with you, I would like to come into your home and go through my checklist with you. Yes, I have my mask. Yes, I also have booties I can put on before I come inside. Why do you have this mattress here? It's obstructing the exit, so you might want to go ahead and remove that. Make sure your exit is clear, because in an emergency, you know, these things can become very dangerous. So I'm just gonna check your smoke alarms, make sure they're on every level of your home, and it's where the bedrooms are, so you are good. So I'm just gonna check to make sure that it is up to date, that batteries are working, and I'll do a test. So it'll be hearing a loud beep. So you want to check your smoke alarm. You do the test, you push the button, you hold it, it beeps, and you also want to check the date. The smoke alarm lasts for 10 years. Right there, yes, they do expire, so you want to make sure the expiry date is good, and you want to make sure they're installed outside of each bedroom and make sure they're on every level of your house. And they come with batteries. It's a good idea to check the batteries, replace the batteries when they're needed. If you hear a chirping sound like a bird chirp chirp, that means you need to replace your batteries. The smoke alarm is in very good condition, and just keep an eye on it. Check it every month, make sure it works, and you're good. I will be checking your outlets, making sure they are not overloaded, or there aren't any broken, any cracks around. I'm just gonna move this stuff out the way if you don't mind. Thank you. Okay, that one looks good. Nothing's plugged in. What I would suggest you do is get a safety cap just to put over it, because it's in a child's bedroom. You don't want them pushing anything inside. It's a electrocution and fire hazard. Okay, I can see the outlet is good. Nothing is overloaded on there. You got a fan and just a little outlet plugged in. So I can see all your outlets are good, no cracks. You have a major hazard right here. This outlet is overloaded. There's too much appliances that are connected to this power bar. So I would really recommend that you spread all these devices out. Maybe remove the cell phone charger and whatever you can to make it safer. And I would not recommend you putting this on the couch because it's a fire hazard. Take care of that for me. Your home will be much safer. Here's a good example of how your power bar should look. It's not overloaded. Good job. Are your household chemicals stored away from children? Because there are kids around, I just want to make sure. Do you have any chemicals stored under the sink? Okay. Well, in that case, because you have all these chemicals under the sink, it's a good idea to get a child's lock to put on the door so your children won't be able to access that. That's very important. So I'd just like to check your dryer. Is it okay if I open? Just want to make sure your lint tray is empty. It's a good idea. See, you got to make sure all of that stuff is empty before you use your dryer. because that's a fire hazard. Another thing, just for maintenance purposes,
This vent exhaust hose is recommended for cleaning once a year.
when you're cooking on the stove and the pot handle's sticking out, so if I walk by, I will bounce the handle, the pot will fall off the stove, and I don't want that hot stuff falling on us. So when we're cooking, we're gonna turn the handle all the way in so we don't hit it, okay? Pancake smells yummy.
I get pancakes, not bread.
Check the carpets. This one is very slippery. It's not a good idea to have a carpet like this in the kitchen because you might slip and fall. And those things are dangerous. This one is okay. You want to make sure combustibles are removed from any heating or removed from cooking areas because it is a very dangerous fire hazard. Good, I can see you unplug all your small appliances when they're not in use. Here, I hope you don't light this candle on here. And I've been looking, I didn't see any lighters or matches around, lying around for the kids to get. When you're lighting candles, you want to have those in a well ventilated area that there's no hazards of igniting any other materials. Just take a look at your balcony. So I would keep all of these furnitures or chairs back. Your kids are, no one is able to climb up over the balcony. Keep anything like these back away from the edge or the railing. So if you want to remove those from me. Okay. It's good. Clean. Ooh, I like your little garden here. I would recommend moving on anything that you can climb on because no kids around. They are very adventurous and it doesn't take a lot for a kid to get in trouble. You just blink and oh, they're in trouble. Just a couple of reminders that I wanted to go through with you. So just remember to get these safety plugs for the outlets and also the child safety lock on the under the sink in the washroom where the chemicals are stored. And always remember not to use any don't block the exit with anything. And I wanted to ask you if you have a like a family exit plan. Do you guys practice a family exit plan? No? It's a good idea to have a family exit plan. So what this is, it's just a plan that goes through what to do in an emergency, stay low and get out, in terms of smoke and fire, and have a meeting place outside. And it involves the smoke detectors, so you would check your smoke detectors every month regularly, make sure they work. Yes, it's a good plan to have for you and your family to practice. You never know in an emergency, the simplest thing can become so difficult. Yeah, and remember your overload extension. So you want to take care of those because those are dangerous fire hazards, especially the one on the couch. Thank you. Okay, so thank you. We're at the end of our visit. If you can sign this safety survey checklist, and I will keep a copy and leave a copy with you for your reference, reviewing, and it's a helpful tool in continuing to keep your home safe. There's information, telephone numbers, and websites you can visit on there to get more information and keep safe. Bye.